Well, it seems like just yesterday that I unboxed the first Border Covert Hunter with Hex 7 limbs. That's this bow right here. This bow changed recurves for me. I really can't say how much I'm pleased with this bow. It's been such a great bow that it's pretty much the only bow that I've used since I've gotten the bow. I've dabbled with other bows. I like all kind of different recurves, but this is the bow I always come back to. Since this bow got here, I've ended up getting the phenolic and carbon CH, which is this bow here with Hex 7 limbs. These have my 52-pound hunting limbs on it. The original one was 55 pounds. I've since that time got 48-pound Hex 7 limbs that I use for 3D, but I love this riser. I love the Hex 7 limbs, and I love the configuration. So of course I was really excited when I heard that the SIDS were going to come out with a 7.5. The thing I like most about Border Archery and the fine folks at Border is their relentless pursuit to push the envelope and to take things to the next level. What I mean by their relentless pursuit to always push the envelope, they never rest on their laurels. They're never satisfied with what they've made, no matter how good it is, which is kind of cool. You know, I really dig it. There's a company out there that, even though they have a fantastic limb, in my mind, the best super recurve limb on the market, that they're looking for the next best thing, trying to improve it. And all I can say is there is a means to an end. Even though the increases are not huge every time they come out with a different version of the limb, the point is, if you start at where they started and where they're going to end at, it's a tremendous feat what they've done for archery. Okay, so what we have here is the Hex 7.5. These are marked medium H cores. They're marked prototype. They're done with a camo finish, which is kind of cool. Should go with my phenolic black and white, and there's some brown in my riser. It's going to end up being a very attractive setup on my phenolic riser. At first glance, they're not too different looking than the 7. I'll hold them up so we can kind of get a little view of it. The Hex 7 is facing closest to the camera. You can see at this angle, from my eye, it looks like the 7.5 is a bit tighter of a curl. I line everything up. Now the 7.5 is closest to you. Just a little bit more of a super recurve. I'm going to pop these right on my riser, throw a string on it, and we'll see what we got. The people at Border really are fine craftsmen. Of all the Hex 7 limbs, and I have a bunch of them now, they just pop right in place. Never a problem with fitment. Very nice fit. You know, people talk about setting these limbs up, and I've had nothing but very positive experiences setting these bows up. They set up really quick. They tune really well. That is cool looking. So it is even a little bit more twisted. When I mean twisted, I mean a little bit more superish, if that's even a word. but it's just an impressive looking bow. Very cool. I've got a Flemish string here from Chad at Champion Custom Bowstrings. Chad's my buddy, Chad Weaver. It's awesome. Chad always does my strings, does a phenomenal job. I've already tied in some string silencers, some fur, but I've never, ever not been super pleased with Chad's strings. The Border CHs have very small knocks, so I request that Chad makes nice tight little knocks for me, which always seems about perfect. Now, people talk about stringing these bows. I've never had an easier recurve to string. And you got to take your time, make sure you're doing everything right. But once you get the string on, super simple bow to string. One of Border's loop stringers here. Popped in the string knock or the string groove. Always check your strings, make sure you're in center. And that's perfect centered, both sides. Check my brace height quick. I'm right under 7 inches, which I like to be. It's pretty good, pretty lucky there, twisted that up. Now again, I'm going to draw this for the very first time, and we'll see what this bow feels like compared to the 7s. Again, these are 55 pounds. Okay, they feel very similar to the 7s. Very smooth at the end. To be honest, I've been shooting the 7 so much, these feel very similar. What you're hearing is a little bit of the string wax pulling up out of the string groove. But on my initial pulling it, very close to the 7s, very smooth on the back end. They pick up weight early. If you're not familiar with a super recurve limb, these load in the beginning, and then you're gaining slight poundage as you get back all the way. Feels very good. All right, well, I'm going to tie some knocks on and we'll start playing with it. Thank you. Okay, we're about to take the first initial shot with the Hex 7.5 H cores. We're putting the bare shaft downrange first. Very smooth. Bow seems to be very quiet. Certainly not any louder than my 7s. Again, the guys at Border never cease to put a smile on my face. Bow shoots very, very nicely, very super smooth, seems very, very quick. I'm expecting that first bare shaft to be slightly weak. Let's walk up and take a picture of that after this shot. Okay, I'll take a quick shot of that. We'll get to know how weak my shaft is. I'm hoping that I can get that shaft to tune well enough to finish the season with, so I don't have to make new, but the point is, We're going to take this outside and do some more shooting and get into a little bit more in-depth review and compare it to the original 7 a little bit. Appreciate it. Thanks for looking.